Welcome to War Thunder with Subdued. How y'all doing today? I just finished up a match and didn't go so well for me, but that's not the point here. The point is when we got to the end of the match and last man died and all that good stuff, and it came to the awards section. I got an award that really just wasn't an award. And I've complained about this before. So anyone who doesn't want to hear anything, you're welcome to just close your ears, close the broadcast, and go see, go back to watching kittens on YouTube. This is not an award. This trophy is not a trophy. It doesn't do me any good whatsoever. At all. I cannot use backups. Now, somebody's probably going, well, you can use them in arcade and ground forces. I can't use them because I don't play arcade, number one. And I don't play ground forces at all. Now, I don't know whether these are applicable to naval forces. I've never really looked. But I don't play naval either. I think I've played one or two matches total. Probably one. I do not play a mode of this game where these are useful. Now, if Gaijin wishes to change the way Aerialistic works to make the matches a little bit longer, hey, allow people to come in with two planes. If they've got a backup, yeah, let them fly a second one. But that doesn't exist at this moment and has not existed since Aerialistic became a thing. In Aerialistic, you get one aircraft. And your one aircraft is all you get. You win or you lose. It's that simple. Sometimes just surviving the match is winning. But you can't use a backup. Now, I've used probably one backup in over 8 years. And backups were not a thing when I started playing this game. They didn't exist. And the only time I used it was in Aerialistic, and I used one backup. And it wasn't very satisfying, so I basically gave up on the idea of using backups. Not to mention I gave up on Air Arcade a long time ago. Anytime you can take a plane and put it in full afterburner or war emergency power and just keep it there the whole game because it's allowed. And you don't stall, you don't do this, you don't do that. That's not, it's an arcade game. I get it. I didn't like that. I play Aerialistic. Sometimes I get really mad at the aircraft and the people who programmed it. But I know in the end of the day, it's my actions and my ideas of the controls that cause what happens. other than when they've got fragile wing issues going on with stuff like the F-8 Crusader. This is the issue. I can't use them, so getting them as a reward or a trophy is like getting kicked in the nuts by a laughing idiot. I don't want the backups. I've got more backups than you can count. I mean, I've got one plane that's got 79 backups. Now, figure that as how much gold would it cost to buy that many backups? Well, in that case, it's over 5,000 gold to buy 79 backups. 79 backups. That's a lot of money Gaijin could have taken in. If I were inclined to use backups, but I don't play in a game mode that would be able to use backups. I don't play tanks, so I can't use backups. I don't play arcade, so I can't use backups. I play Air Realistic exclusively. I cannot use backups. They are a waste of time. I can't even get rid of them. I can't reject them. I just have them stockpiling. I have never done a full count of the number of backups I currently have in this game. One of these days I'll do that. I will sit down and I will count up the total number of backups. And when I get done, I'm going to put together how much gold I would have had to have purchased to buy all those backups just to make a fool out of Gaijin out of how much money they did not receive. But again, I play a mode of the game, Air Realistic, where I cannot use the backups at all. Now, if they want to change it so that I can use backup, let's just say one per match. And I'm not talking about different airframes. I'm talking if I've got a backup for the A7D, I can play one backup for the A7D in the match. If I don't have a backup, I can't play it. And that would go for any plane you have in your inventory. Because right now, they're a waste of time for me. An absolute waste of time. It's not even worth the trouble of letting the spinner go. I don't even care at this point. Another one of those wonderful things that I can't use. Universal backups 1 through 7. Can't use them at all in any match that I play. Why? Again, Air Realistic does not allow you to have a backup aircraft. I have, what is it? 48 universal backups. 48. And they're of absolutely no use to me. No value whatsoever. I can't even get rid of them. That's how worthless they are to me. Now, if they wanted to give me free repairs, universal free repair, that would be something worthwhile. I would be like, thank you, Gaijin. But backups are not worth the digital currency they're made of. Backups cost 30 lions, or eagles. I've got 10 of them. That's 300 eagles. Backups are 70 eagles. I've got 26 of them. You do the math. I don't think I've got any backups here, but that would be $200 or 200 golden eagles. Nine free repairs, 7 backups. I've got 7 backups for a plane that I've got 9 free repairs. I got 7 backups for this plane. 3 backups, and I've still got 9 free repairs. 5 backups, I still got 4 free repairs. I haven't got any there. But you see the problem. I can't use the backups. Can't use them at all because of the game mode I play. I'd love to have free repairs. Free repairs would be, yeah, give me a universal free repair where I can choose when I want to use it because I'm getting down on cash. Or maybe I want to fly one of those bombers that's got the 40,000 lion repair cost. You know the ones. Oh, 39,170 lions to repair. Or the Soviet Union's Tu-4 at 34,300. Yeah. I'm not real interested in some planes because of the repair cost being absolutely stupid. But if you were to give me universal free repairs, you know, give me 1 universal free repair as an award. You don't have to give them out in job lots. But backup vehicles? That's a waste of time for somebody who only plays Air Realistic. All you're doing is giving away stuff that they'll never use. Now, there's a lot of people who play Air Realistic that also play tanks or play ships or helicopters or blah, 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 blah. And they play arcade. I don't. I only am interested in one game mode. In that game mode, don't hand out free backups. It's insulting to me. And I'm sure it's pretty insulting to a lot of players who only play air realistic. We can't use them. And for the brilliant son of a gun out there who says, well, all you gotta do is play a little arcade, you can use them up that way. I'm not going to play arcade. I'm sorry. I grew out of that in, let's see. I started in 2013, so it would have been about 2014 that I quit playing arcade. I don't like arcade. It's not as fun as you think it is. Yes, the repair costs are much lower in arcade, but so are the rewards. And I kind of like the idea of you get one shot. Air Realistic is the only game mode besides Air Simulator, which I can't play because I'm not that talented, I don't have the equipment, and we can go on and on. But there's no sense in going on and on. It is a waste of time for backups when the only thing you play is Air Realistic. Now, I could show you my arcade versus realistic to see the number of flight times and hours and whatnot. Realistic, finished missions, 44. Time played as a fighter, 100 days. As a bomber, 69. As an attacker, 24. Tanks, 2 days. Destroyers, 6 days. Heavy tanks, 1 hour and 53 minutes. 13 hours in self-propelled. And then nothing for naval or helicopters. Arcade, 1 day 22 hours, 1 day 4 hours, 10 hours. Arcade tanks, 2 hours 57 minutes, 17 minutes as a tank destroyer, 2 minutes as a heavy tank, no time as and on down. I don't play arcade. Simulator, I played tanks for a while. And look at the number of respawns. 1,500, and that's because of tanks. 2 days, 3 days, 34 minutes, 32 minutes. But fighter, 42 minutes, 2 minutes, attacker, 35 minutes. And that's because I was playing ground forces. And I would get an airplane. And it actually lets you fly in realistic mode, even though you have no markers, and it becomes a real pain in the butt trying to figure out where things are. Not complaining about that. But I don't want to drive a tank to fly an airplane. And I don't want to drive a tank where some guy who's got a top-of-the-line computer can turn his graphics down to potato and just wipe the map with people. When Gaijin fixed that problem, then I might consider going back to playing tanks. And I do emphasize the might. I like air realistic. I love to fly. But I really, really don't like when I get awarded an award, a trophy that means nothing. Can't use it. Don't want it. Want to be able to refuse the trophy. Let's face it, Gaijin. You're out of touch. You've been out of touch for a long time. I don't know why you insist on giving out that sort of trophy in Air Realistic when, if you're in Air Realistic, you can't use it. Like I said, if you want to change the way you're doing business and allow realistic players the chance to get into a one-off of the same plane again, we'll consider it. Beyond that, it's a waste of time. This Subdude signing out. Y'all have a pleasant today, a better tomorrow. We'll catch you in the sky in Air Realistic on the good maps, of which there are damned few. Take care, folks.